Oh, alright. I timed that almost perfectly. Well, good evening and welcome back. I believe this might be the final Hatoful boyfriend playthrough, or I guess stream, until the holidays. So it is a holiday game, and a big part of why I wanted to play this one so badly, especially in February. There are a lot of games with holiday DLC that I try to play through the year and then I forget to. But so this is actually a great spot because it kind of gives you an idea of what happened during the last stream. And yes, so Hyogo's corpse was decapitated and spread throughout the school, one box per class. The birds that her class was in got the head, kind of like that movie Seven. And they've been trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. And then there was a big giant dome that was placed over the school, and they were able to open it. I think we just opened it right at the end of the last stream. And I think they were on their way to see what was outside, but there's this big giant mummy machine thing that I don't know, it's not quite a robot, but it's a living contraption of junk, almost like a scarecrow, but I think more like a mummy, but maybe somewhere in between. But yeah, lots of weird shit going down, and they're trying to get to the bottom of it. And that's where we're at. And I think this is a little bit of a recap of what was going on. Hyogo's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. Oh yeah, they also found him dead in his office. The Grey Dome enclosing the school. The Scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. Yeah, that's the one thing I missed, was that they were able to open the hatch and some students tried to get out, and they were shot as they tried to escape. What is going on outside? So if you watched some of the previous streams and maybe you missed the last one, I should also note that Hyogo, has been murdered. So we're kind of playing not so much third person. I guess it's kind of third person storytelling. We're not really anybody in the game, but we're just kind of experiencing everybody else kind of talking to each other and interacting with each other as an invisible third person. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we've figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what happened outside to Mr. One. I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Oh, that's as quiet as it gets. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduce myself properly. I am Leon G.B., one of the greatest soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. I've heard of the Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It's a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who we believe should lie peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the war with humans was over. Do you believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are many disagreements between birds and humans, so that the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the school, so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. The school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Tozaka as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The human representative, this is talking about Tozaka, no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a human will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. Oh. Shit. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Hyoko is to die... So her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is the final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Hyoko, the representative of humanity, the entire school takes the blame. Oh, excuse me. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So this was the true face of her enrollment here. I'd rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. So this genuinely feels like an extension of the was it Shuya or the infirmary guy? When he cuts off her head for that ending? Because if that was the agreement, then yeah, this would definitely happen afterwards. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ishiju Group, sorry, my nose is itchy now, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pagination extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once, just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. The student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. The time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. So we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sequoia, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tangle with the lapel. What time is it, Mr. Leone? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape room in 8 hours, or we'll all be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it. We found the connection between Hyoko's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees? What? Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know, that's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is. I thought hateful just meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. There's probably something important, given that it was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. history. At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tozaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right. Let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only dove agent in the school. I'm sure the others will help you as well. Sorry. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for the clues. He's talking about Yuya, right? Maybe we should go write in the notes first. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be here, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is, then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. Exactly. What, with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it all. I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome, and is no doubt connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear, and Tozaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. That's that decided then. Well, let's go to the library to read up on the school's history, and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Go. I'm not ready to, I'm not ready for Angel yet. Let's do him second. The library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind. An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library is a little ways from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just any birdie can look at them. They were probably somewhere in the back, then how dull. Come, let us search. Right. Books, and none of them are what we are looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh. That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pagination's history. It's back here with the large volumes. So maybe it's a smaller book? It's not here. Huh? You never left. Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh. Keep looking there and you'll never find them. So, you know where they are? Yup. Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in there. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here. Then, where are they kept? Behind the reception desk, in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please, try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking to the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Seize this bizarre monodrama. What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes. Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I'll remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Request only books? This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books, as it were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. Pigeonations. This? Let's see. 2180, founding of the school the same year. Ishiju Kitsugu inaugurated his headmaster. 2180? Much more recent than I had thought. Only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say something else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujihiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago. Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost? Don't say such dreadful things, it's unscientific. Judy de Baliverne. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. Baliverne. Is that like bullshit? De Baliverne? think that's just, I don't know. It sounds like some kind of, I've never heard that word before. Ballyvale. Ballyvale. Oh. Stories, I guess. Yeah, this is just a bunch of stories. Ballyvale non anglais. Nonsense. Baloney. No nonsense. Okay. You're speaking nonsense. I don't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you would intend to rely on some invisible ghost. There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but I couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The blood-stained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason, don't I know somebody like that? Vague, as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there. Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them, however. He said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what's said is true, then he was lying. Which would mean the doctor was lying too. Very well. Yuya. Salutations. How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope. Sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes. No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going into the infirmary. Not going into... Oh, to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I don't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go to now. Indeed, where is it? That's the problem. I've never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book says the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burned to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings in the campus? Unused buildings. Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Huh. Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sequoia. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. Oh shit. Cough, cough. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Bah! Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look. The store still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what that is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things I have left are archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Well, one of them's gotta be 9. What? What does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. A bunch of old encyclopedias? Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding. And in the place of volume 9, there's an extra copy of volume 6. Look, this copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it for volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah, the other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9, but maybe we should get it to see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs to the basement? Apparently the fire that closed the building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here. It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Oh no. Did you hear something? Yes? Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Run. Yes. Stop. Ah, it's here. Wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. So it is. Too small to be a scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textoris Melodia Funeris. Who? Me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now. Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judeca. Come. Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryuta takes 24 damage. Ryuta's turn. Alright, let's do Blue Moon Splash. Ryuta's unleashes Blue Moon Slash. Angel takes 78 damage. Cease this jack-acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Ryuta takes 260 damage. Damn. Ryuta returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage? Angel is shaken. Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to even think that you would go along with that farce. What? You disrupted my territory. I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You loser. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the fuck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese? Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That this is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space, as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal, that blood-stained chest. It's just the way Bleeding Hearts' plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kawara? Bloodstained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger saw was... Ah. Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Ball and following the demon spores. Can you rephrase that? Rufa, the Tree of Blight, called out to me. He is asking you to say it using words we understand. Hallowed Magician of White, your anger now, it is the power of the demon spores. I think it is the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him. Coo, this one. This is a bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within. Edelblau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Tosaka Hyoko. Hyoko went into... what? It's kind of weird how this kind of ties up all of the playthroughs together. Hyoko was in the infirmary yesterday after school, but the doctor and Yuya said that no one came, and nothing happened. They're lying. Alright, so that's the end of the 4th class. We're ready for the 5th class. So this class is just chapters, I guess. You are different from those peasants, Sequoia. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, Father. To Japan. Yes? You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sequoia. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwamin is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, Father. Angel saw Hiyoko going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must supposed to be lying. Yuya has been helping us all the time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwami. It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. It's clear. You were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sequoia. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need it to protect yourself, use it. You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the Void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higura, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higura. I have returned from Judecca to defeat you. As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be enwrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop. Do not throw me out like some wretched doll. I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever do you mean? Delusions of grandeur? Eschewing societal standards? He lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there? He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I have invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him. The whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? Nothing. Nothing at all. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go? He is investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Iwami and Naneki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I want to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize what we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwami, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says, I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is beliverness, or it is nonsense. That is right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved with such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be praised by the heir of the LaBelle family. Completely flat. Does he ever speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I am afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs I develop. The life of but one bird may be insignificant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget. Ho ho ho, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his, almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. Ho ho ho. Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy. I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick. Yes! The room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in the dim light. I need to look for evidence that Hiyoko is in here quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in the corners, the bigger risk it is that I'll get caught. I need to remember. I've been here a lot, every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside are medical records. He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up. Though I never thought of him as a respectful type. It is locked up, isn't it? It's in a locked desk. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryuta, Tozaka Hiyoko, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Hiyoko and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nageki? Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeonation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Oh. Ah! A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall, unconscious. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right. I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Somebody took them. I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ah, darn it. Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? I had her records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk in the corner. I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is... Hiyoko's student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Hiyoko. I need to talk with Sakuya. So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya. You again. Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well. Mr. Shirogane. Yes, Doctor. Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician? Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person? doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know. He is? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is, I see. Thanks. I'll remember that. I'll tell Sequoia about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. Meaning Fujihiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center? I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records too. Why you, me, and Hiyoko all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Nobility knows no illness. Yeah, I've never seen him sick, but he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Bad? Because it's inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary, but I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blasted mongrel, no good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations, were you gossiping about me? Yuya, what a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and all ill gossips. You're very frank, Ryuta. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Tozaka in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID, stained in blood, in the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What do you see in the infirmary yesterday? Or what did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything, sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the... Oh. Run, you two. Such terrible timing. Nobody likes him. No birdie likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this time for jokes? Run, go. Ryuta seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel. Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? Oh my goodness. Or do I need to fix my Yeah, I think so. I gotta fix my resolution. It's got a little flicker going on. Oh, yeah, we're at 1080. It's definitely not 1080. Oh, fixed. For now, I'll keep an eye on it. Sorry, yeah, I was at 1080, so it was like kind of crackling a little. I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Our ally? Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught. Indeed. Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally. Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Don't make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that. He is not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who raided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Sakuya. Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone. Uh-oh. Father is of the pure bloodline, so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so? Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Where's the doctor? He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there. Thank you. You're going right after him? Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful. He looked rather troubled. I hope he's all right. Doctor. Mr. Shirogane. You look quite fatigued. Would you care rest for a little while? You are wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Tozaka? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Tozaka. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either. Which raises the question, who did? Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He couldn't possibly be. I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved. But then, who did kill her? Oh dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel. What? What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka. You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawara has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push, and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. Huh? Sakazaki. Stop that, Issa. I told you not to touch my brother. Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am unhurt. Who's your wing? Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him myself. Or that I wouldn't kill him. After all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawara, too. Yeah, you've always been like this. A coward and villain to the core. Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawara as much as you can, I have no use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I am done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane. No, don't move, Sakuya. Sakuya! Oh, Mr. Kawara. We were just discussing you. Yuya standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There is no question about what's happened. Doctor. So it was you all along. Was it? I wonder about that. Ho ho ho. But pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something. Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want. Wait, Doctor. Oh no. The Scarecrow. There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. Labor 9? Is that the Scarecrow's name? So, he was working under the doctor this whole time. Just a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon? Stop running away. You killed Hiyoko. I will never forgive you. I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you, deep beneath the surface. Oh, I gotta fix I think I gotta like fully close it this time. I don't think it's gonna stop unless I like completely close this and open it. There we go. Get some compatibility issues. Alright. I shall be waiting for you, deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawara. I reach out. I can't reach. The doctor and the scarecrow are gone. Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryuta. A good man keeps his cool, even in times like this. Don't speak, you're still bleeding. Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but there are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leone. Wait, Ryuta. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance. It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before? We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth. But then why did she died in this room after school yesterday? That is also the truth. Then there was someone else? Yes. Right as always, Sakuya. And that third person killed Hiyoko. Who was it? I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her into those boxes? It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure when she'd be found. He decided morning, which would give time for the most humans to gather. I suppose you probably thought putting her on print boxes was funny too. The most humans? Why would? Looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have to resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. Cough, cough. I thought you said you were fine. Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryuta? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone. You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion, and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son, too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with the new father's child inside. I had him hid away in the mansion, and then I switched them. So he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me, but he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg, and I smashed it. I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. It's impossible. I am the heir of the LaBelle family. Father told me so, everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose. I never told anyone that I switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You? Under what authority? None. You're right, I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. This music's gotten really intense. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage, the fact that I killed the LaBelle, the other father's child, will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I always worried. Worried about whether or not I should tell you. And now it's too late. So, fool. To deny me my lineage now. I'm sorry, Sequoia. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I am not of the LaBelle line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sequoia. And think about it, long and hard. You have a lot to worry about. A lot more to worry about than just who your family is after all. No, wait, Sakazaki, stay with me. There's still so much more for you to tell me. It's been a long time since we talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Pull yourself together, you can't leave like this. You said a little scalpel like that couldn't kill you. I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin. You mean that scalpel had... Go on, Sequoia. Leave your liar brother and go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy. Yuya. Yuya. Alright, that's the 5th class. I'm gonna go grab like a hoodie or something. I'm just a little chilly. I'm gonna see how long it takes to do 6th class. It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not one that appears in the official plans. But maybe. Under the medical center, but that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may be a path from this building to the basement there. Is there anything you might have missed? Anywhere you might have missed something, or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center, and the chronology and the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You've thought of something? Yeah, I need to go check. Sequoia. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how it feels. Better to leave him alone. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Nageki. There you are. What is it? I found out a lot about the school, and about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of. But there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. So I was just waiting for some music to play. I'm gonna go refresh my drink. Okay. Yeah, because it's daylight savings. I don't want to stay up too late, but it probably means I'm gonna sleep in a little tomorrow. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so, or it might not. I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember anything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia? You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here? Why would... That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias. Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 here and no 9. Or 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Column 9. Volume 9? Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but it's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans. It has the same titles as the file in the headmaster's office, but I never expected anything like this. Meaning, the school has been used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nikeki. It is lethal to humans and has been named the Chiron virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeonations Medical Center. Chiron virus? Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes, I think so. I was the one who brought the book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening at the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I your help to see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling on himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is. I've remembered what happened 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day the endless routine was broken and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity, free humanity." I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you've been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak. I couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide anything you need, anything at all. There is a hospital and school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him, but if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition And so I enrolled at St. Paginations. I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of summer you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus, deadly to humans, in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me, they would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart, little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. The Chiron virus. The deadly gas had made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus. That was Operation Hatoful? Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. My Mr. Kawara. Are you going to the basement? I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive, and to find out why they killed Hyoko, I need to ask the doctor. Let's see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside? Oh. A piece of paper folded up with the files. This is a map of the medical center. When I was there, I went in through the medical center, but it must connect to the main building somewhere near here. That looks like the gym. So the stairs are, I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there. The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nageki, I have to go. Yes. I think you will be seeing me again, and Miss Ozaka as well. Staircase in the preparation room? I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be. If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We have only 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get every birdie from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs. Leave that to me. Mr. Leon, I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry, I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Well then, thank you, Mr. One. You aren't going with them, sir? I'm going to come with you, Kawara. We never know what could happen. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous. What about you, Sakuya? You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you. Right, okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back to warn you and the others, Mr. Leon. Understood. Commence Operation Breakout it is, then. Not so fast. Oh, yeah. What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around. Textoris Melodia Funis. You travel now to the Abyss of Despair, do you not? The Abyss of Despair? I sense demon spores far greater in power than those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone. This Wallenstein guy is the doctor, right? Okay, we're coming for you, Wallenstein. Wait, Angel, we need to be careful, wait. He certainly is lively. Let's go. I think this is the first time I've been in here. Kinda bland. Yes. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either. This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it. Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door, or... I do not come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft? A draft? There are no windows in here. It must be coming from the basement. Be silent, my crimson breast. We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will. Gate of Erebus. Fuck. Gate of Erebus. Guide me to the abyss. Wait, calm down, Ojo. You can't... Oh, there it is. So it was behind the mirror all along. He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he? Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak. Let us proceed to Textoris Melodia Funis. The master of the abyss awaits us below. A long dark staircase winds downwards behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance to a subway tunnel. Let's go. Very impressive. This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Hiyoko, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet. I don't see any birdie. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly. I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up. I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Hey, Angel. Which way do you think we should go to find the doctor? That would be... my crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches. Couldn't you have said so earlier? Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on. We cannot reach Wallenstein alone. We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided. But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... Shit. We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon? A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leon sent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow? Maybe not at a normal output, but it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected. The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water. Oh yes, that's a good idea. Well, what did it even say? There's a fire hose in the wall there. If we time it right. Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course. Ready? He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Anjal, sir, get back. I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We did it. Electricity is a powerful thing indeed. The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Oh. Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards. Disgraceful. What am I doing here? A label is not allowed hesitation. No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No, not Ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of the crime of which he only knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. What should I do, Yuya? Is Sakuya. Sakuya is here. Leave. No one wanted you to come here. Everyone is leaving. A grand daring escape. Sakuya will find Ryuta and Oko-san. Away we go. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Sakuya weeps. No, I do not. It's raining. Sakuya in pain. That is bad. We must do something about it. Oko-san used healing touch. Confound you. Must I repeat? Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again. So they have told you. Don't worry. If we cannot meet him, we will only need to chase after him. Do you have any idea what you're saying? Sorry, excuse me. Death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave? What kind of fool would... Oko-san knows. The earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we will find him. What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels make my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who don't even notice their own error, that is. Oko-san is not a mongrel. Sakuya and Yuya and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed. Is that your argument? That isn't even... You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. I am myself. It is time to go. Oko-san and friend are late. Kick Grease into the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya. Oko is always brimming with useless energy, as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We will never see him again, no matter how far we run. But, if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him. But I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There is nothing more for us here. Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryuta, full speed ahead. The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that just Angelism? There is some very advanced equipment in here, and these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names I left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look, your name's here too, Angel. The dark grim war. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy. They have notes on some of the students too, under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating and hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat. I shall not allow the sorcerer to make his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judecca, destined to wander this earth alone. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kawara? How? I was invited too. I don't know why. Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it is the explanation, or something like Higure's. No, the black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us. Could you wait a minute, Kawara? What is it, sir? We're almost done. I want to ask you something first, Kawara. You lied. Did you not? Huh? Lied? Me? I don't know why would you lie about that. Or maybe you forgot. Even though it was just yesterday. Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakuya, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor. I see. Let's go on then. Mr. Nanaki follows Angel down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Hyogo's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something, but that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls. Looking at the walls here. Nageki threw himself into a sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or... You're late, Mr. Kawara. I have grown tired of waiting. The dark sorcerer Wallenstein. Doctor. It wasn't just Hiyoko. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this? Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss Tozaka after the fact. I did not kill her. Do you think I care? It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Tozaka Hiyoko? Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words. Textor's Melodia Funis. He will lay a spell on you. Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No, the dark spell. What are you doing? Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek. You have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind. How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility in the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that that I was working on Operation Hatoful. Operation Hatoful. A plan to wipe out humanity with the Chiron virus. Precisely. Oh, it does make me happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. Ho ho ho. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful, quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of the host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have had to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Chiron virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Chiron able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate. You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself. Indeed, it has not occurred to us that the test of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive. It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way? Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nageki's. Compromise the immune system, they die. Indeed, even if the subject were able to become a carrier of the Chiron virus, if they did to some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal only in a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks. Full marks. My head hurts, almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryuta? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Hiyoko came into the infirmary to see me. You have come this far. I'm sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwami gives me and lie down, and my body still feels heavy. I'm tired. Are you okay, Ryuta? Yeah, I'm fine now. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Hiyoko is reaching towards me. Want to go home? I'll walk you. Her hand stops. Hiyoko falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryuta, I can't breathe. Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange, almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Hiyoko. See you tomorrow. Here. She fell down before my eyes. And then? The experiment was a resounding success. Ms. Ozaka displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Chiron virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis in the lungs. But more simply, any human who comes in contact with you will die. You see. You're lying. Hiyoko and I were together since we were children. Of course. I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? The Scarecrow's head. Yes, alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the thing you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the Labor model new humans, developed by the Dub Party researchers, but announced as unethical. We Burns have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful idea of coexistence with humans. With the human head mounted on inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dub Party researchers will and carried this prototype. Yo, what's up, Ruka? Peak game. Yes, we're pretty much, I think, near the end. We're on the final timeline, but it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm about to hit the hay pretty soon. Yeah, so we created this prototype to be a sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside the bag? Figured it is rather late. I just wanted to drop in and say hi, before sleeping yourself. Well, thank you for stopping in to say goodnight. I hope you sleep well. And yeah, once we hit the end of this chapter, I'm ready to crash. A human head. Yeah, so the human head inside the bag from the beginning of... This is a very long timeline. I think this is like almost as long as like all of the playthroughs leading up to it. Maybe not that long, but pretty close. This is almost as long as, getting every single ending. No, close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Ms. Tozaka's head sent to your classroom, but did you notice anything missing? Oh, did he take out the eyes? Missing? The fuck was that? Somebody fell out of bed. When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may as well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean Hiyoko's brain. Oh, he kept her brain. Correct. You do catch on quickly. Ms. Tozaka did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Then she's alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. But can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her? That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death, but it really is quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago, but this one has like quite a few typos. Maybe somebody was tired when they were writing out typing out the script. You gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Ms. Tozaka's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now, but sigh and shake their heads. Is he trying to make us feel guilty for blasting that fucking thing with water when he's the one who cut out her fucking brain? What a dick. Yesterday her body and today her mind. You are a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara. I killed Hiyoko. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Liver 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Ms. Tazaka told me long ago? Come, follow me. He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Hiyoko is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose. You are obedient, Mr. Kawara. Wait, Textoris Melodia Funis. The demon spores are the thickest that way. You will not be able to return. That's right. The doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back. Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye. Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas? This presence, Mystic Phantom, the avatar of Miasma. You do take everything in stride, don't you, Hiyori? Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Hiyoko's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered. I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Hiyoko continued. I agree. I would do anything to make Ryuta's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen. When we were children, that's right. That was you. That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Hyoko's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight, and I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight. You and Ms. Tazaka both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. And so I am carrying out your wish, just as you stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. You know, this is a great example of malicious compliance. He's literally killing them, because they said that they would die for it. But did. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see. Why did you choose me back then? Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes all willy-nilly. I too had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujishiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Though, I did make you jump through a few hoops, so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you. I don't care about anything now. Hiyoko is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore. Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist. So soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara. Ah, my crimson breast senses dank cough. Talking will just make it worse, Higure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it's getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward. Come out and fight. Cool. Hold on, just a little longer. We'll get you out of here. I'll try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the gas. Oko-san shall not fail. Ah, much better. No one can say you slack off as Student President Shirogane. The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go? Were you separated? Did Ryuta wander off and get lost? No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off? Oh no. No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak. If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon. What? We can explain while we talk, assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well, let us proceed. Kawara, are you alive? Oh shit. Evil Ryuta. Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryuta is not normal. Miserable medical man, what have you done to him? Why, if it isn't the son of the noble LaBelle family. What is one of your prestige doing here? Ho ho ho. Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara? I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces have gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Kawara would wish for no such thing. Oh. That's a pretty fucking evil plan there. Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara? It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Ho ho ho. Bah. He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it. He has but little time. What does this mean? His duty His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds of throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Do not fear, Oko-san will stop Ryuta here and now. There he goes. Mr. Kawara has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He's been brainwashed? We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kawara is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. What? Him? He's nuts. Black bean Donna. There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Kawara, stop. Ah. Oh dear, there goes Shirogane. The demon Red Eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One. He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasy and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual? The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song. Cool! Oguzan attack. Oguzan cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryuda. There we go. Perfect. We're supposed to convince Ryuda to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy. This is madness. Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it. Prepare yourselves. We fight, brethren, round with the red lotus feathers. Ryuda Textoris Melodia Funis appears. Angel's turn. Black Demon, be silent. Textoris Melodia Funis. Now is time to break Wonstein's spell. Hear to the call of the red lotus. San's turn. A violent Ryuda is not a good Ryuda. Come to your senses. Kazuyaki's turn. Come back. We're all trying our best for you, Kawara. Come back to us. Sakuya's turn. Listen to me. Do you not care? Do you not plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawara. This is not the path you must travel. Question mark's turn. Jeez, Ryuda, you're causing every birdie trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character the story needs. Wake up already, Ryuda. Ryuda was defeated. Damn. Kawara, pull yourself together. Do you want this? No, I don't. Cool. Ryuda is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself. I don't want to make anyone sad. The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important. I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast. Wait, Angel. It's not just his fault. Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you. Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish? Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end. You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything. The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you. Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing, the healers we got earlier. Healers? Ah, the Gila cells from last month. Yeah, them. From the unusually old human. Aiding science even after death, can we at least call the samples by their proper name? You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. This. Indeed, those results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love. Or intuition. That too. Kawara Ryuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. Sophistry? Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here. Was this one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can do to help you with, just ask. I've been doing fine so far. Hey, good morning, Issa. Can I say something? What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what? I had a kid. I see. Congratulations. What? Don't you have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in a laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized, the only one I ever recognized as worthy is my respect. Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil. Look at it. It's huge. You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach. I will carry on your research while you are out, then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month. While I am interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with the disease endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to this disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir. I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take more time off, for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well, I shall remember. What is his name? Ryuta. It's Kawara. Ryuta. You vanished from my life before I could ever tell you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryuta, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now. Alright, so that's the 7th class, and yeah, it's almost midnight. Oh boy. If I get some time, I might try and finish this off tomorrow evening. No guarantees though, because I was planning on getting up tomorrow at some point too, and playing something for International Women's Day, but I might not just do it like on a day. Like I might try and work some stuff into it over the month, because it is also International Women's Month. So, yeah, I'll see if I can find some time to do it tomorrow. But if not, like I'll just play something throughout the month. Like there's just things like Tomb Raider. I don't know about playing Metroid, so I don't really actually have any of those, but I do have some Tomb Raider games. Trying to think of what else. Primal is another good one. Clock Tower, just a lot of like female protagonists. Alright, but anyways, thank you for hanging out this evening, and I forget how many classes this thing has, but I know it's a lot. But I think we're close to the end. And Zionot is playing Death Stranding. Nice. So I'll drop the link in there if you want to go hang out with Zionot. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Peace.